Hey, happy Friday. Whee! Yay! I'm excited. I tell you what I did this morning. I was a little nervous. I'm a little anxious. A little anxious. I'm a lot anxious about my new job. I am ready to do this. I am ready to do it. But I'm a little nervous because it's a big change. I mean, I don't know. I've been a patent paralegal for 16 years, and what I'm going to be doing is totally different. I won't be a patent paralegal anymore. This is something totally different. So, yeah, it's going to be a big change for me, and I'm going back to work full time after 4.5 years of part-time work. So that's a change. Now, anxiety. You will never be completely without anxiety. Anxiety is part of the human condition. Every living creature on this planet has some level of what you would call, I guess, anxiety. It's just part of being alive. You are never going to completely eliminate it, and I don't think you want to, because I think anxiety is part of what keeps us going. I think it's important to existence. I really do. Everybody deals with anxiety at some point. Some of us more than others. But see, anxiety is not a bad thing if you learn how to control it and use it for good. I think it can actually be a good thing. I've heard people say the same thing about ADD. I don't know that that's true, but like they say it's, if you learn how to use it, it can be really helpful in some circumstances. I don't know about that, but maybe so. I think I have some ADD sometimes. I've never been diagnosed with anything, so I'm joking. But my grandmother and my grandmother dealt with anxiety. My mother has dealt with it all of her life, and I kind of have the same twitchiness to me. It's like a nervous energy, but it is energy. If you learn how to use it, it can be very helpful. I deal with anxiety like my grandmother did, and like my mother, I guess, still does. I don't know. I over-prepare. I over-prepare for things. That way, I know what to expect. I try to plan for everything that I possibly can. And what I decided to do this morning, I decided this last night. I thought, you know what? Because I wasn't entirely sure how long it was going to take me to get to my new job every day. Like, what time am I going to have to leave home to get there? So I decided, you know what, in the morning, tomorrow is a typical work day. Get up and drive to work. I mean, I'm not going to work, but drive to work. See how long it takes you. Because I got to run another errand anyway. I got to go to Aldi. I thought, just go do that, then you can go to the store afterwards. You'll already be out and about. So I decided to do that. Because I'm anxious. Like, I don't want to be late. I just want to I'm so afraid of being late. I'll probably have a dream about it over the weekend where I don't wake up until 9:30 in the morning or something, I'm so afraid I'm going to be late for work. So I got up this morning and I decided what time. Okay, what if I leave at this time? I'm like doing the math. Okay, well, what if I leave at this time? Maybe I should leave at this time. Maybe that's too early. I don't know. So anyway, I did it and I drove to work. It took me about I don't know that the amount of time is exact, but it took me a little bit to get there, but it was about what I thought it would be. So sorry, looking at something. So all right, so I have a good idea now of about what time I think I'm going to have to leave home to get to work, and I like to have some extra time in there just in case there's a delay, like if there's a wreck or construction or whatever kind of delay it could be. Maybe I'll hit every red light on the way. I don't know. So I think I know about what time I want to leave home now. So that makes me feel better. Like, okay. Just doing that little thing made me feel better. And my son had to get himself on the bus this morning. I told him, all right, here we go. We're going to start today. You're going to get on that bus. I did make him get up and brush. I had to watch him brush his teeth because he's bad not to if you don't watch. Like, dude, I'm going to watch you brush your teeth. So, and I told him in the summer he's going to have to do the same thing. When I get up to go to work, you go get up and you're going to brush your teeth before I leave for work. I need to make sure. And he brushes them at night too, obviously. But like, I want to see you brush my teeth before I leave brush your teeth before I leave this house. want to see it just to make sure. Then you can go back to bed or whatever. I don't care during the summer. So I deal with my anxiety by preparing ahead of time. I try to prepare everything I can. And I have my lunch. Well, I looked for my old lunch bag. I used to have this lunch bag. It was this insulated bag with like shoulder straps, and it zipped at the top, and it was kind of tall, and I really liked it because you could put a lot of stuff in there. I couldn't find it. I think I might have gotten rid of it. I think I might have sent it to Goodwill. It was kind of old, and you can't really wash it. All you can do is just kind of wipe it out, you know. I either donated it or pitched it. I don't know. But I used it for years and years, but I couldn't find it. So I thought, well, my older son has an insulated lunch tote that he used for his previous job. I thought, well, I can use that one until I find something else. And then I had to go to Walmart for cat food. That's where I just was. I just went to Walmart. And I thought, I'll look at lunch totes in there. But I checked Amazon first while I was sitting in the parking lot. I checked Amazon and found one that's almost identical to the one I had before. And it says Life is Good on it. And I thought, you know what? I like that one. I'm getting the Life is Good lunch tote. Yeah, because life is good. Life is good. I mean, I'm nervous, but it's good. It's good. I'll get over that. I'm going to get into this job. I have to go through training. I have to learn how to do the job. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, gym schedule, workouts, exercise classes. How am I going to configure that with my new schedule? I don't quite know yet how that's going to play out. I think I know. There is a chair hanging off the side of that truck. Like a chair is just, well, like a wooden chair. I'm not getting next to him. Y'all go ahead. You go around. I'm staying back here. Because it appears that there's nothing holding that chair. I mean, I'm assuming something is, but it's like hanging out of the truck. Like way out. I'm staying back here. We're going to go over train tracks in a minute. Oh, how's it going to do with train tracks? Hold on. I think it'll be fine. I'm sure it's held down by something. Is it? Oh, he's not going over the train tracks. He's turning. Never mind. Yeah. Turn. What the hell? It's a whole bunch of shit. Train tracks, but slow. It wasn't bad. I was going slow. So, yeah, it is good. I'll get used to the job. I'll learn how to do it, and I will kick its ass. I will kick the job's ass just like I do everything else. I figure, one thing I have discovered, working on my own, like doing videos, getting everything done that I have to do, I don't have anybody to motivate me or to remind me of anything. I have to do all of that for myself, but I've always done that. But I have to do it more now than I have it at times in the past. It's been really good for me because I am definitely a self-starter. And when you work for yourself, you have to be, because there's not going to be anybody there to remind you to do stuff. More than likely, you're going to have to just get it done. So, yeah, I do every day. I have a list of things in my head of things I want to get done for the day, and I keep myself motivated. All right, we got this done. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, we got that done. Let's move on to the next thing. And I'm keeping an eye on the time all the time. Like, all right, you better hurry up. You still got these other things you got to do today. Come on. If you want to make it to your class later, you're going to have to hurry up. You want to get done. So I think I'm going to be fine. I think I'm going to be just fine. So I'm going to Aldi. I got my cat food at Walmart. I had to get some wet food. I get it through Amazon with their subscribe and save thing, but there's a little gap every now and then. I'll have like a week or two where I won't have any. Oh, the sun's trying to peek out a little bit. A little bitty bit. Nice. Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain off and on all day today, too. And tomorrow, we have another wet weekend coming. My God, it has rained every weekend for like 2 months. We have had so much rain. Oh, here comes a truck with telephone poles on the back. Good golly. Good golly. You know. I grew up in an area where there was a lot of logging, cutting trees. And you'd see a lot of log trucks, pulpwood trucks, log trucks, everywhere. And there were lumber mills, 2 lumber mills in the area. So you'd see them bringing them in from elsewhere. Oh yeah, every now and then there'd be one that would spill all the logs and it was rough, or it would turn over. It's tough, man. I didn't like riding behind them. They always made me nervous. I'm seeing like a Final Destination scene play out in my head as I drive along. Yeah. So, yes, I like to prepare ahead of time. Anxiety sucks, but you can use it for good. You can use it for a good thing, because I feel like I do have a lot of nervous energy, and I could do like my mom and sit around just twitching all day, or I could get up and do stuff. That's what my grandmother did. She took her nervous energy and just got a phenomenal amount of shit done every day. I mean, she was always doing something. And I try to be like her. Like, I take my nervous energy and do with it what she did. She had this huge garden. Even on up into her 80s, she would be out there in that garden half the day working on the garden. Big, beautiful garden. And she sewed a lot. She liked to make things, and you know, she liked to knit and crochet. She was always doing something, just all day long. If she was awake, she was doing something, out just all the time. So I try to take my nervous energy and do with it like she did. My mother, I think what happened to her was, see, my grandfather, my mother's dad, was he was the exact opposite. Now he was astounding. This man, I'm not saying anything mean about him. This is just a fact. That man could sit all day and basically just be motionless for unbelievable lengths of time. Just like he would just sit and watch TV for hours. Just sit there and not move. You would almost like, is he alive? Like, so I think my mom got a dose of that and a dose of her mom's crazy nervous energy. So she has a desire to sit all day, but she just twitches, like her hands and feet just go all the time. And it's not an old age thing, because she was like that when she was my age. When she was in her 40s, she was like that. She just twitches. It's like I don't know, man. She's just got all this nervous energy, but she also has a desire to just sit for long periods of time. So she just sits there and twitches. And it's the damnedest thing. I feel bad for her. It's got to be like taking NyQuil and NoDoz at the same time. Like, you probably feel really torn. I mean, how do you stand that? I don't know. I don't have the sitting for long periods of time thing. That is blinding me. No, I don't. I just have the straight up nervous energy. I do. So I did drive to work. It wasn't bad, actually. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't as bad as I was afraid it would be. It wasn't that bad. It took about as long as I thought it would. So I think I know about what time I'm going to have to leave the house every day. Just that little piece of information right there makes me feel better. It does. It calms my anxiety, and it sort of makes me feel better. I don't know. So it is Friday. I have a doctor's appointment later, but I have some things I got to go home and get done. But first I'm going to Aldi. But yeah, it's a good day, and life is good. Life is good. Life is not perfect, but think about it. If life were always good and perfect, would you really appreciate it? I don't think I would, and I think I would get bored. You need some crazy times, weird times, stressful times, bad times. I mean, they're going to happen anyway, so just, it's part of life. But life is good. It is. I really like that lunch tote. I wanted a lunch tote that stands up on its own. It's basically the same requirements I have for my purse. I want one that doesn't fall over. And I want one that I can put, like, if I want to take some Pepsis to work, I could, and they'll fit in there, but I can get some food in there too, like a salad or a sandwich or something. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. Nothing much has really happened since I talked to you last night. Boy, we got a lot of rain last night. It rained so hard last night. And I think it's supposed to rain off and on all day today too, so yuck. But anyway, I'm going to go home. I don't know what video I'm going to make today for my other channel. That's what I got to figure out. I need to get it done. I want to try to get it done before my doctor's appointment. But I may not. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm doing. But I'm all set. Over the weekend, I'm gonna wait until the weekend to get some of my lunch stuff for work, because I want it to be as fresh as possible. And I'll go ahead and start preparing my lunches again. Gosh, I haven't had to do that in a while. 4.5 years I haven't had to do that, to like make a lunch to take with me, because I've been working from home, so I just, I don't have to pack a lunch. I just eat, So that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be different. So yeah, anyway, I hope you have a good Friday. I hope the weather is good where you are. I mean, it's not bad. It's not as chilly this morning. It's a little warmer today, I think. It's just gonna be kind of yucky and rainy all day, and whatever. It'll be all right. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday. Whee! It is Friday. And after this week, that'll really mean more to me, because it'll be the end of the work week. Like, yay! Woohoo! But yeah, I'm going to work it out. For my exercise classes, I'm really just going to play it by ear, especially for the first few weeks of this job, because I'll be training. I'll be in the office every day. I'm going to go easy on myself. Like, if I don't feel like going to work out, I won't. If I do, I will. And I will just do that. I'm going to make sure there's always food at the house the kids can eat. I make sure they have stuff there that they can fix themselves to eat. If I'm not there to make anything, they know how to make food. They'll be fine. They're old enough. They're good. And a lot of nights my older son's not even there because he's at work. And he will just eat when he gets home from work. He'll just take a water bottle or two to work and then just eat when he gets home. But my younger son, I got to make sure there's stuff there for him, and he knows how to make food too. And yeah, I'll make sure they're taken care of. If I'm not there, they'll be all right. They're big boys. They can do it. I got my older son out, what was it, Wednesday? Wednesday. And gave him his little tutorial on using the lawnmower. He said he liked it. He said it was pretty cool. He liked it better than the old one. Yeah, so it's good, and I'm going to teach my younger son to use it as well, so they can start mowing, and it won't just be, because I won't have as much time. I do enjoy doing it though. I do actually. I really enjoy it with this new mower. It's not hard at all. There's nothing to it. Hell, it's so easy. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting them to help me mow, so that way I'll have more time to do other stuff. So yay. But happy Friday again. I hope you have a great weekend and a great day and just a great everything. And I'll see you again soon.